It really hurt me when they killed Stan, nobody knew who to shoot. We ain't even have a plan, he sold me my first gun. He held my first son, if I was with him shooting it out, bitch we the one. I shed tears for my niggas who ain't here. They tattooed and spit that real shit to remember him, bitch I'm that dude. Catch a op and spit on his baby daughter, I'm that rule. Right at 3 o'clock, as soon as he get her out of school. You killed my dude, I don't give a fuck about you. I hope somebody killed you in case I never found.
What up though, America, I'm back. You already know what it is, man. Welcome to Alpo ology 101. Kevin Child said, what? Man, cut it out, dog. That man saying a lot of things, man. You know what I'm saying? And dig this here. I don't know if I believe it all. I'm just gonna be honest. But I'm damn sure gonna debate it. You already know what time it is, you know what I'm saying? But before I get into all that, man, let me say this, man. I'm often contacted by the families of some of the people that I choose to blog on, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Child's family has jumped in the comments and said a few things and this and that and the other, and I'm not speaking on eyes, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about another individual. So he done jumped in the comments speaking on things, and one of the statements that he made, and let me say this too, dude been very respectful in his words, you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, he's been respectful. That ain't always the case. Like, Oz wasn't respectful when me and him first started, you know what I'm saying, talking about the situation, for lack of better words. There's another cat that's in their family, he wasn't respectful when we started talking about it. But on the flip side of that, I wasn't respectful when talking about Kev. So I understand it, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm getting at is this, you know, Richard Porter family wasn't respectful at all in the way they came at me and dealing with me about my opinions. You feel me? And that's what I'm getting to, my opinions. One of the statements that dude made was, y'all can have y'all opinions, but state the facts. And I tell him, therein lies the problem right there. A fact is a fact. An opinion is an opinion. They differentiate. It's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? My opinion is my opinion. You don't have to take it as fact. If I'm telling you a fact, I tell you it's facts. And point it out where I said it at if you're telling me I'm lying and this and that and the other blase split. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's up for debate. I'm giving you my opinion on the situation. You dig? And I'm not going to explain this to nobody else no more. And I ain't even explaining it to old boy. Like I said, what I'm saying is this to everybody in general. It's up for debate. If it's a fact, I'm going to tell you it's a fact. I believe it to be a fact. I know it to be a fact. Other than that, stop telling me what I'm telling people is fact. And I'm spreading this and saying this and whatever the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? False narrative is my word. I started that frenemies and false narratives when I went on that whole Richard Porter decoding thing. You know what I'm saying? Or whatnot. Now they taking it and trying to say that I'm spreading a false narrative. No, nigga, I got an opinion. You feel me? And what kills me is how my opinion from my small platform, a team Alpo, then made it so far that the Don Diva and families and this and that and the other, you know what I'm saying? Let people tell it my channel is irrelevant. Mediocre at best. I done heard all that coming from these niggas that so-called got 100,000 viewers and this and that and the other. And from people in the comment that follow these niggas that got so-called, this channel mediocre, it's irrelevant, this and that and the other. So why people care so much about what goes on here? In my opinion, in the content I produce. That's interesting, ain't it? That being said, man, every day, man, I gotta get to it because I was starting to get every day, man, you feel me? Shit, I'm waiting for Kevin Child to reach out. So many of his family members have reached out to me. I'm waiting on him to reach out. Reach out, Kev. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna do it though. They told me this the chitlin circuit. That's what I say. I say I'm on the chitlin circuit, and Kev don't do the chitlin circuit, but I do. Reach out, eyes. I'm just playing. Look here, man. This is Alpoology 101, man. I'm about to break this down, man. Episode 9 of the Vlad interview. Not episode, part 9 of the Vlad interview we just did talking about Alpo is Ted Bundy. What? Man, let's get to it, dog. Let's get to it. No more time wasted. He said, Vlad started the interview with a dumb question. He says, how did Rich react to his brother getting killed? Now, since we all know Richard died before his brother, I had to, you know, you got to think that he meant kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? Now, Kev answered the question. He said, I don't think words can describe it. I don't think that was a smart statement either, because following, I don't think words can describe it, he chose some words to describe it. But anyway, he said, I don't think words can describe it. He was emotionally a wreck. He was trying to get his brother back even after that. This didn't end when the police got involved, because the police actually picked him up and he wouldn't cooperate. God rest the dead. Rich and Donnell. That make him a sucker to me. I'm just saying, man. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. You feel me? That makes him a sucker. Flat out. Straight up and flat out. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you cooperate? This is your little brother. You feel me? And then AZ says when the note came, Richard slid it to the feds. That's cooperating. Are you saying AZ is lying? Inquiring minds want to know. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, man, the rules of the game have been broken when they kidnapped my brother and cut his finger off. You dig where I'm coming from? So why are you worried about what people gonna think of you? Because ain't nobody do nothing. You feel me? Everybody talked about what they tried to do, this, that, and other. They made a phone call and preacher said, mind your business, and they did. Nobody did nothing. So why are you concerned? Why not try to cop shit? At least they gonna try to go and get him back and see if they can find him. Everything. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Nicky Barnes said it best. That's that street corner indoctrination. You've been indoctrinated. Even back then. 30 years ago, he was indoctrinated. I can't tell nobody. I can't go to the police about this. People gonna say this. People gonna do that. I'm gonna be done. Man, cut it out, man. Do you think Pat, that's a perfect example. Pat wasn't worried about that shit when she shot out the apartment and went and got the police. Because she knew wasn't nobody doing shit to get him back. You feel me? She ain't worried about that dude. I ain't never heard nobody calling Pat a rat. Patricia Porter, I ain't never heard nobody call, but see what you see what I'm saying? The contrast in mind states. You feel me? Cut it out, dog. Now, he say, you and Alpo were actually close at the time, but you weren't doing any business with Paul. He said he was dealing with Rich. That's interesting. Like I say, people try to figure out how I get what I get, man. You gotta look at these men's words. The choice of words you use can say a lot about what you actually saying. And that's the last time I'm gonna say that to people. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, he didn't actually say that. He didn't actually say, well, you ain't actually looking at what he said. You feel me? He said, you and Alpo were actually close at the time, but you weren't doing business with Paul. He said he was doing business with Rich. Nah, he didn't deny that him and Alpo was close. I ain't never heard him and Alpo was close. Not close. But I ain't gonna even get to that. You know what I'm saying? Now dig this here, y'all was close. He said they was close. Sammy O says Kevin Childs was right there at the bar with Rich and Alpo when he hit and knocked out LB. Correct? I know he said that because I did a whole series on that. So dig this. Alpo sided against y'all when he passed Sammy O that mag and told him I don't like them Bronx niggas anyway. That's your team. According to Oz, that's your teammate. You was standing right there according to Sammy O. You know what I'm saying? Alpo passed him the mag. He didn't help y'all. That don't suggest that y'all was close. I'm just saying. Let's flip that coin. Let's debate that. That don't suggest that we was close. That just don't. You know what I'm saying? I see Habibi at the gas station all the time when I'm buying cigarettes, blunts, gas, juice, whatever I'm buying at the gas station. But that don't mean we close. We're doing business. I make a purchase and I go about my way. Y'all doing deals. That don't mean y'all close. Y'all make a deal and go about your way. Was he hanging with you? Y'all ever rode around together, been to the club together? They used to come to the store. Was he at Big Boss Records? Any of that, you know what I'm saying? Chilling and just hanging around and this and that and the other. I ain't heard none of them stories, man. Tell them if it's true. You feel me? But as for now, I just don't see a close relationship. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I can't call him a liar. I can just give you my opinion. Because we all know what's going to happen when Alpo get ready to speak. A lot of this shit gonna be cleared up, and a lot of these fools that was saying a lot of the stuff they was saying is gonna be trying to clean up the stuff they was saying. Talking about, oh no, he lying, it ain't gonna happen like that, and this and that and the other. You feel me? So we already know what it is. You dig? Now you say, so Alpo approached you about doing a $400,000 deal. Kevin says we did multiple deals, not just the one thing. That's also interesting. Because you said when Rich was alive, y'all wasn't doing business, he was doing business with Rich. So, you did multiple deals with Poe even after the rumors of him killing Rich. Because you said it was rumors, but you just didn't believe it because of what you thought their relationship to be. But even after the rumors, you did business with Poe. And despite the fact that he was cool with Tom Cross, you did business with Poe. And ultimately feeling like he kills people he owes money, because you did say that. You know what I'm saying? You basically said, you all but said in the end that he kills everyone that he owes money. And that's BS, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So you do all of this and you still chose to do $400,000 deals with Poe? That seems sketchy. Seems like there's some mistruths in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Something's been left out, put in even. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. You feel me? I can't say one thing to the next. So I'm just saying that that's sketchy as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? You did multiple deals with Poe even after the rumors of him killing Rich, despite the fact that he was cool with Tom Cross and knowing or feeling like he ultimately kills everyone he owes money. Don't sound like somebody you do business with, unless you're scared of him. Scared to tell him no, or you know, whatever. Seriously though, you know, that's just how I feel about it, dog. Okay, he said, no, one other thing. The fact that he said he done business with Alpo also, if you believe him, dispels all the good thing he didn't do business with Poe, his ass would be in jail shit that niggas be talking about. If he did do business with Poe, Poe would have told on him shit that he be talking about, because Poe ain't testified that none of Kevin trials, nothing. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Poe ain't got part in none of that. You feel me? So that dispels all of that foolishness too. You feel me? And when it comes to Tom Cross, because he offered to off Tom Cross or get him off, he had some folks that was gonna do that. And people jump all in my comments talking about, oh, good thing he didn't know, Poe would have told on him. But Poe didn't tell on nobody in Harlem, dog. You tell him that? You didn't tell on nobody in Harlem, dog. You feel me? Nobody from the way. He just gave up them DC niggas. You know what I mean? Them niggas was gonna kill him anyway. It was bodies that dropped in Harlem, allegedly. Remember when they was robbing the jukebox? Shit like that. Randy Love put that beast in him before he even got to the jukebox when they were doing the thing at the Dominicans, and he knew the language and he let him in and we do the blah, 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 blah. When he hung the nigga out the window, he was already a beast. You feel me up, man? Dog. Let's get to the next thing, man. Let's get to the next thing. I ain't gonna hold y'all that long. I'm trying not to hold y'all more than 20 minutes. I dig this here, man. He say, the way me and Rich wound up partnering up was he was complaining about certain individuals he was doing business with because Rich was doing consignment. Now, he goes on to say, what he said to me was that this is how we wound up partnering up again. He reiterated that. You know, what he said to me was, this is how we wound up partnering up again. At the time, it was because he was telling me that he would do consignment for people when they would owe him money. So when it was time for him to make a move, he would have to chase people for his money, and it always held him up. He wasn't seeing his money to actually do anything with it. Now that's weird and crazy for somebody to say. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't seeing his money to actually do anything with it. So if his connect wasn't on, he'd be chasing people around for his money. That's kind of weird. He even broke it down in a dollar amount. Said, let's pick a round number like 200,000. The motherfucker owe you $200,000 for this and that and the other, and he wants you to go to the Connect and get him 10, this and that and the other at $200,000, blah, this, blah, blah, blah. He broke it down into mathematics and shit, but it's still weird. I'm gonna tell you why, man. He chose an interesting choice of words to partnering up. He reiterated the fact that they was partnering up too. You know what I'm saying? Are you insinuating that Richard was complaining about Fritz and the way he did business? Is what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? So, he said partnering up, what he say, certain individuals in consignment. That make it seem like he was complaining about Fritz and the way Fritz was doing business because he couldn't get paid the way he wanted to get paid. So that make it also seem like Rich was a worker and not a boss, right? Because if I'm a boss, I ain't got to do consignment. You feel me? Do it, buy what you can afford or kick rocks. But ain't nothing free, ain't no credit if I'm a boss. But if I'm a worker, I'm giving out consignment because my boss want me to. I'm picking up packages, taking them here and there. I got 30 of them. He called me and tell me take 10 of them over here. And I do that, this and that and the other. And when I get that 10 back, I recoup this and that and the other off of it. Take it to him. That's the way that sound, dog. And then partnering up, you don't partner up with a nigga that ain't got nothing to offer. You feel me? So was you trying to say he was working for you? At that point, at one point, you feel me? I mean, these are all questions that arose in my mind listening to this interview, man. You feel me? And I did this here. Where I'm at, man. Are you insinuating that Rich was complaining about Poe? That's another question. If it wasn't Fritz, what was he complaining about Poe? Because you all but said Poe killed him because he owed him some money, like he had gave Poe some bricks, and Poe didn't want to pay him back or something like that. So are you saying that he was complaining about Poe? You know what I'm saying? That's another question that arose in my mind. You dig where I'm coming from? Are you saying Rich began working for you with that partnering up shit? You feel me? That's really what I want to know, because like I said, you don't partner up with nobody that ain't got nothing to bring to the table. You said he wasn't seeing his money enough to do nothing with it. You feel me? But that's fishy too, because of the lifestyle he lived, buying cars and all the clothes and this and that and the other blase split. So he was seeing some money. You feel me? Now, whether he was seeing as much as you is a different issue. But he had to be seeing some money, or he wouldn't have been living the way he was living. He had a house in Jersey, right? It was a rumor that they found a few $100,000 stashed in it. So he was getting money, right? That just sounds fishy weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Where else I bet? Now he said his connect read out of work sometimes, and he'd be chasing folks for his money. Now that kind of lined up with what Poe said, right? It lined up with what Poe said about his connect running out, and he'd deal with my connect sometimes. This and that and other, and why he's supposed to have the bricks from Poe Connect and overcharging for this and that and other. That all lines up now. Everybody jump in the comments talking about he worked for Fritz. Fritz, he ain't need no work for what he need Alpo plug for. He got Fritz and this and that and other. Well, Fritz run out of work too. Kevin Child just said that also. You feel me? Basically, because Vlad brought up Fritz, the consignment king. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, at least we know what we know now. Or you choose to believe what you want to believe. He said Alpo actually admitted to killing 14 people, and that's just who he admitted to killing too. And that's what I be trying to tell a bunch of motherfuckers. You actually compared him to Ted Bundy. Now this kind of pissed me off, but I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? He said he's a likable guy. The person that he turned out to be is not the person who I became friends with. The person he ultimately became when he went to DC was not the beloved guy from Harlem. And I completely understand that. But the Ted Bundy reference. I mean, I kind of understand the Ted Bundy reference too. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, Ted Bundy was said to be what? He was said to be, what was Ted Bundy said to be? A likable dude with a smile that's disarming and a good personality. You know what I'm saying? So I get the reference to Poe. But he also raped, murdered, kidnapped, and tortured over 30 women and young girls. That's why I say I don't really like that comparison. Fuck Ted Bundy. You know what I'm saying? But and the real question here is, how well did you know Ted Bundy? Kevin Child, because you said he's a likable guy. I mean, what did you like about him? Did you ever talk to him? Did you get a chance to kick it? I'm just playing. He said, Alpo, no, I'm gonna say this. Poe's a beast for a long time. Flat out, from Harlem to DC, all the way through. You know what I'm saying? A nigga can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? There's too many other people that can attest to what was going on and what happened when it happened and shit like that. So cut it out with that. He wasn't listening to other shit. And he ain't never dropped a body. And all these niggas in DC did it for him and blase split. You know what I'm saying? A leopard don't change his spots is what I'm getting at with that. You know what I'm saying? He said he wasn't the dude in Harlem that he was in DC. A leopard don't change his spots. You can paint it red, but as soon as it rains or it jumps in the river, there go those spots again. Like I told y'all earlier, the jukebox, allegedly bodies dropped over that, hanging the nigga out the window, allegedly. The Dominicans running the thing, the Randy Love put the beast in him. Cut it out, man. A leopard don't change his spots. Become more aggressive, more dangerous, but it don't change his spots. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get this. He said he would basically just kill people he owed money to. And then he answered, ultimately that's what it became, and that may have been what happened in the instance with Rich. Something might have happened and triggered the man's thought, like, hey, this might be easier. Man, cut it out, man. I don't even know why you put that in the air like that, dog. That was cold-blooded. Why you even throw it out there like that, dog? That was cold-blooded. I got a question, man. Did Poe really slap your son and tell him to keep his name out of his mouth? Tell your daddy to keep my name out of his mouth? One of you dudes that contacted me can answer that in the comments, man. Did Poe really slap Kevin Child's son and tell your daddy to keep my name out of his mouth? Y'all answering everything else. You know what I'm saying? Because he sure got his name in his mouth in his interview. You know what I'm saying? Number one, Alpo was known for taking shit from people that he killed, not from running off with their shit and then killing them. I don't know one instance where he's supposed to owe somebody money and just bust them out because of it. Maybe he do. You said y'all was close friends. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're talking about the Rich situation, then that don't make sense to me and a lot of other folks. So, you know, name a different instance. Like even the stuff that happened in DC with the one dude, the little dude, Lil Gary busted him and they took the bag off him. You know what I'm saying? The situation that happened with Rich, he took the bricks off him. He said, I got that money back he was beating me out of because I kept the bricks. So what are you talking about, man? That don't make sense. It's the other way around. You feel me? And Vlad agreed with that. He asked that question. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Here's another thing, man. He owed AZ. He didn't kill him. AZ put him on. He didn't kill him. The Dominicans are probably still alive or in jail or back in their country or living well. You know what I'm saying? That was the plugs. Them was the people he owed money to. That just sounded crazy to me, man. Then he said Rich paged him the night he got killed. And the police paged him back. And he hung up on him. That's crazy. But he said ultimately they wound up walking in the store over that, man. What happened after that, man? Is you gonna tell that part of the story? What did they ask you? Ozone Holding, Up for Debate TV. And you already know who it is, my baby. You see what you see, man. God bless the real.